Daar sê baie welkom dames en here, ladies and gentlemen, na die 2025 National Brahman Sale here held at the Koöperasie with Meerkat Online en namens BKB. Dames en here, ladies and gentlemen, voordat ons begin met die afkondigings van hoe die veiling gaan hardloop vandag, gaan ek net vra dat Gawie net vir ons net vir almal verwelkom. Dankie Gawie.
Goeiemôre dames en here, vriende. Voordat ons by die verwelkoming kom, wil ek sommer graag net vir ons open. Ek het gister 'n bietjie gesit en dink aan die gelykenis in Genesis waar Josef sy aardse vader se gunsteling was. Maar die pad wat Josef moes geloop het om by sy eindbestemming te kom, van waar hy in die put was tot waar hy in die tronk was en tot waar hy by Farao in die huis was en tot by sy eindbestemming van die liewe Vader vir hom bestem het. So ook vir Moses wat in die rivier was en toe in die paleis en toe in die woestyn opgeëindig het en daarna in die paleis. Al wat ek met julle vanoggend wil deel, elkeen van ons sit met dieselfde situasie. Waar jy in die put is of waar jy by die rivier is of waar jy by jou eindbestemming kom. Aan die einde van die dag is dit die Vader se bepaling dat ons by ons eindbestemming uitkom. En dit is dat ons sy woord en hierdie veiling sal gaan, elke persoon, en seën ons in hierdie dag verder. In die grote naam vra ons dit. Amen. Ek wil net graag vir ons 'n verwelkoming namens die raad wil ek ieder en elk van u verwelkom van die Brahman Genootskap. U weet, dit is fantasties om te sien hoe aanpasbaar is ons teelers en hoe kreatief ons as Brahman teelers kan wees om in hierdie moeilike tyd 'n ding te reël wat eintlik nog nie gebeur het nie. Ek het 'n paar oproepe gehad hierdie week en gesê het, is julle seker van julle feite, maar ek sê ons is reg en ek sê vir elkeen baie dankie. Dan wil ek net BKB en sy span, Jan Mostert en oom Piet Wessels, wil ek baie voor dankie sê. Meerkat, vir Meerkat se kantoor wat hier langs aan is, ook so vir die koöperasie wat julle gereël het vir ons in hierdie vinnige tyd, wil ek baie dankie sê. Jan en Zietse in die Brahman kantoor wil ek ook by name noem, as verskoon as daar iemand is wie se naam ek uitgelaat het. Dan wil ek net sê, as ons vandag hier kan wees en dat ons die beeste wat ons hier vandaan skuif, BKB sal ons daarmee help en dat elkeen wat bi en koop, die gunsteling bees en die bees wat hy wil hê sal kry. Baie dankie.
Sê kom ons gee lekker aan die klap, dames en here, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, laat ek myself voorstel. My naam is Gareth Hughes en ek tree op vandag namens BKB, Meerkat en al die Brahman teelers wat verkoop op die nasionale veiling vandag, dames en here, ladies and gentlemen. Ons verkoop streng volgens die verkoopvoorwaardes van BKB wat in die katalogus gedruk is. Jy sal sien reg in die voorkant van die katalogus is die verkoopvoorwaardes. Ladies and gentlemen, the conditions of sale which is printed in the catalog, we sell strictly accordingly to them. Ladies and gentlemen, dames en here, ladies and gentlemen, luister asseblief baie mooi. As ek of een van die BKB manne of meerkat 'n fout maak vandag, ek as die afslaer het die reg om my lot weer op te vuil. Dames en here, ladies and gentlemen, en indien dat daar enige dispuut is, het ek die reg as die afslaer ook om daai lot weer op te vuil. Dames en here, ladies and gentlemen, van BKB se kant af, geen diere sal gelaai word voor betaling nie. Julle moet asseblief vandag vir julle diere betaal. Onthou net met die oplaaiery en die skuiwery van die beeste van die plaas af na die nuwe kopers toe. Dit is nog 'n job wat BKB moet deurwerk en seker maak dat die diere in die laaiery loop so maklik as moontlik. Dames en here, ladies and gentlemen, daar is BTW betaalbaar op al die diere vandag op die veiling. In ander woorde, it is not included in the price that you are purchasing the animal for. There's VAT payable 15% on top of the price of the purchase of the animals today, ladies and gentlemen. Dames en here, ladies and gentlemen, daar is beery op die vloer vandag ook, as wel as aan Meerkat aanlyn. Baie groot welkom na al die kopers aanlyn, dames en here, ladies and gentlemen. Asseblief maak seker daarso as die sein daar by julle val of ietsie, kontak een van die Meerkat girls dat julle net julle fair kans kry om op die diere te be. Dames en here, ladies and gentlemen, die nasionale Brahman veiling word onder die beskerming van die genootskap, Brahman genootskap gehou, dames en here, ladies and gentlemen. All animals on sale today are held under the auspices of the Brahman Society. Before we carry on, vandag, dames en here, ladies and gentlemen, ek dink kom ons gee 'n lekker hande klap vir BKB, Umzitse, Jan, die Brahman genootskap en Meerkat en laat ons hier 'n veiling vandag kon by mekaar gesit het. Ons weet almal wat die circumstances is met die werk en klou en hoe dit rondskuif. Ek wil net sê kom ons gee 'n lekker hande klap vir almal se harde werk en elkeen van julle wat nog bygedra het ook. Baie dankie. Right, ladies and gentlemen, straight to business. The input prices today on the bulls. The starting prices is 40,000. On the 3-in-1 animals, 32,000. The cows and calves, 30,000. On the pregnant heifers and cows today, ladies and gentlemen, it's 28,000. Op die oopverse, the inset price is 25. The increments today, ladies and gentlemen, are going to run as follows. From 25,000, the increments will run in 2 and 3,000 rand increments to 40,000. 25, 28, 30, 32, 35, 38, 40. From 40,000, increments change to 5,000s. 40,000, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. At 90,000, bid increments change to 10,000s, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, 200. By 200 verander die bod incremente na 20 en 30,000 rand incremente. 200, 220, 250, 280, 300. 320, 350, 380, 400. By 400 verander die incremente na 50,000 toe tot in by 900. Other words, 450, 500, 550, 600, 650, 700, 750, 800, 850, 900. En as ons uitkom by 900, dan verander die incremente na 100,000 toe. 900, 1 million, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. Ek seker julle het almal hoe dit gaan werk vandag. Voordat ons begin met die eerste lot vandag, dames en here, ladies and gentlemen, gaan ons net gou 'n video speel. Die Brahman wil net gou 'n video speel van die Brahman Society af en daar gaan hy speel.
Wetlands of KwaZulu-Natal to the bushveld of Limpopo, into the thornveld of the Kalahari. A majestic beast roams the diverse and challenging landscape of southern Africa. The Brahman catches the eye and heart of breeders across the colourful expanse. Brought to South Africa in 1954, this majestic bovine has undoubtedly become a measure of quality, a symbol of pride. Due to its distinct zebu characteristics, Brahman cattle boast inherent hardiness and adaptability, making it the perfect breed for every South African environment and a popular choice for local breeders and farmers. Characterized by its smooth coat, loose skin and black pigmentation, the Brahman also boasts oil gland secretion ensuring parasite tolerance. This means that the need for costly treatments and unnecessary handling are reduced, ensuring peace of mind all year round. Brahman cows are renowned for their outstanding maternal qualities with excellent natural instincts to protect their calves. Known for their mothering ability, the cows also have a unique capacity for restricting prenatal growth, resulting in lower birth weights and easier calving. The breed has an above-average longevity, with the potential to be productive at ages up to 15 to 18 years. Their ability to graze as well as browse when needed proves their efficient utilization of most natural resources, reducing financial input. This renders them an excellent choice for cattle breeders, especially those in areas with limited resources. Our focus on breed improvement has resulted in cattle with higher meat quality. With the ability of Brahman cattle to shed their teeth later than other breeds, some up to 27 months, it qualifies them for A and AB grades for a longer period, maximizing profitability. There is also the success of the Brahman in crossbreeding. The natural outcome of crossbreeding, hybrid vigor, delivers on increased production performance and progeny improvement. And it does this without incurring additional input costs. With this unique combination of characteristics, it's no wonder that the Brahman breed becomes the pride and passion of every breeder. So, whether you're a seasoned cattle breeder or just starting your herd, make the smart choice and choose the complete breed that will help you succeed. Brahman, the great love of Africa.
Sê baie dankie. Kom ons gee lekker aan die klap in die sekende video daar, dames en here, ladies and gentlemen, an introduction to the sale. Dames en here, ladies and gentlemen, voordat ons net aangaan, wil ek net een ding net oor clarify met julle. Met die manne wat be online. Ek gaan genoeg tyd gee, ek gaan tot 3 tel en dan gaan my hamer in die lug wees. Die oomblik wat die hamer afkom, so asseblief, kyk mooi na jou skerm as jy sien my hamer is in die lug of ek is op nommer 2. Maak net seker julle kry al julle bierry in voordat ek die bot toe maak, asseblief. Ladies and gentlemen, once again there is VAT payable on all purchases today on top of the price that is announced or that I sell the animal at. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, dames en here, welcome to the 2025 National Brahman Sale here. Namens BKB, Meerkat and myself, welcome and enjoy the day with us. Dames en here, ladies and gentlemen, we're on to lot number 2. Namens GPC Brahmane Umgavi Kutsia, ladies and gentlemen, we offer you lot number 2. There is a video that can play there, you can watch on your skerm, and then we'll get down to selling them. Now say, ladies and gentlemen, lot number 2, we offer you lot number 2. Side, going back to the well-known Doc Holiday, dames here, ladies and gentlemen. The Ram side, going back to Ray 05291, dames here, ladies and gentlemen, the likes of Seville. Figures reading of lot number 2, plus 29, plus 41, plus 54, and plus 8 op milk, dames here, ladies and gentlemen. Asseblief, maak net reg in jou katalogus daarso, sy is nie meer 7 maande dragtig nie. Sy het gekalf, 'n vers kalf, 'n bitter mooi vers kalf hier langs aan, dames en here, ladies and gentlemen, so sy het gekalf. Ons insetprys op die koeie met kalvers is R30,000. Dames en here, ladies and gentlemen, Gawie is bereid om te help na 100 km bulkalfie. Skus, bulkalfie. Baie dankie Jan, ons sal net seker maak daaroor. Gawie is bereid om te help met 100 km vervoer van die plaas af Lichtenburgse omgewing na sentrale punt toe van die Koperse direction, ladies and gentlemen. We offer you lot number 2, the first lot on today on the 2025 National Brahman Sale, ladies and gentlemen. Don't make any mistakes. Look at the way she stands in that photo. Die weergang. She is feminine. She is long. She is deep. What a heifer to start the sale with. On sale today, dames and heren, and 30,000 bid at Adulation, I bid number 30, and 30 here number 30, bid 2, and 32,000 bid at Twin Adulation number 32, 35, and 35,000 bid, and 38, and 38,000 bid, and now 40 here number 40, bid 42, and 45, sorry, and 45 here number 45,000 bid, and now 45, number 45, 50,000 bid, and now 50 number 50, 50,000 bid. What do we do, sir? Online with Meerkat, and now 50, number 50, bid asking 5, and now 50, number 50. 50 and now 50,000 bid, effective place number 50 and 50 and 50 number 50, asking 5, sir, and now effective place here in 50,000 by Meerkat, and now 50,000 bid, and now 50 number 50 and 50 and 50 number 50, asking 5, and now 50 number 50. So look at her pedigree, look at her figures. Look at the photo that stands before you, the video online by Meerkat. Look at the wedge, the femininity, the capacity. What a cow we have on sale today. 50,000 online, effective place number 50, and 50,000 bid, and now 50,000 bid, and now effective place number 50, and 50, asking 5, and now 50,000 once, and 50,000 twice, all out, all done, gonna sell 50,000 for the eerste, tweede, derde maal, all out, and now 5, he's back, sir, and now 55, hier in 55, Janko, wat maak ons nou, and now 55,000 op die vloer, and now 55, here in 55, degree 5, 55,000 bid, and now 55, here in 55, asking 60,000 to go, and now 55, in 55, and now 55,000 bid, asking 60, and now 55, here in 50,000 bid, and now 55, here in 55, asking 60, and now 55, all out, all done, gonna sell for the eerste, tweede, derde maal, all out, all done, for die laaste keer 55. If I may do that, sir. Thank you very much. Kom ons gee 'n lekker hande klap vir die eerste lot. Congratulations, sir, by number 70. Thank you very much, Benjamin. Unbelievable. Well done. You bought an outstanding lot there. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, on to the next lot. We offer you lot number 3. Namens Jaco Schlibish, Brahman, dames and heren, ladies and gentlemen, we offer you lot number 3. Let's watch the video and have a look. There you can see him, ladies and gentlemen. We offer you lot number 3, dames here, ladies and gentlemen. Side going back to HBS 0936. On the down side going back to Will Netty Best's 09219, dames here, ladies and gentlemen. And the likes of V8702 and as jy mooi gekyk het daar so Stead Manzo CWF 471. Ladies and gentlemen, a trade leader in geboortegewig van +1. Syfers wat lees +16, +26, +33 en +4 op melk. 'n Semen aandeel vir eie gebruik in die kudder word teruggehou van die bil, dames en here, ladies and gentlemen, en daar is 'n 200 km vanaf die plaas vervoer wat Jaco sal help in Dellareyville se omgewing na 'n sentrale punt toe, dames en here, ladies and gentlemen. Here he stands, on the video. Watch the video. What a bull. Don't make any mistakes, ladies and gentlemen. Here is your chance. At 50,000 online by Mirka, number 55, number 55, number 55, and I'll 60, number 60, number 60,000 red, and 60, number 60, number 5, number 65,000 red, and I'll 65, number 65, number 65, and I'll 65,000 red, and 65, number 65,000 red, asking 70,000 go, and I'll 65, here in number 65, and 70, and I'll see what station number 70 here, number 5, and 75, number 75,000 red, and I'll 75, here in number 75, and 80, number 80, number 80,000 red, and I'll 85, here in number 85, and now 85,000 red, asking 90, and now 85 here in number 85,000 red, and 85 not here number 90, number 90,000 red, 100,000 to go, and now 100 on here number 100, and now 100,000 red, and number 100,000 asking 110, and I want a station here in number 100, and 100,000 red, at 100 on here number 100, and 100,000 red, 110 after, and I want a team station number 110, and now 110 here in number 10 station number 110, asking 120, and I want a team station here in number 110, and 110,000 rupee fluid, and now 110 here in number 110,000 red, asking 120, and now 110 here in number 120, 20 here number 80, number 120, 130, and now 130 here number 30, number 140, and now 140, 150 here number 50, number 150, and 150,000 red, asking 160, and now 150 number 50, number 150, what a bull, and now 150 number 50, number 150, and 150,000 red, 160, and 160,000, 170, and now 170 here in number 170 rupee fluid, at 170 here in number 170,000 red, and now 180 here number 80, number 190, and 190,000 red, and now 190 here number 90, number 190 asking 200,000 go, and now 190 here number 90, number 200, at 200,000 red, now 20 sir, at 220 I bid here in number 220, and at 220,000 red, and now 220, 20 here number 20, number 220, 250, and now 250,000 red, 280, and now 280,000 red, and now 280, 80 here number 80, number 280 will be fluid, and now 280,000 go, and now 280, 80 here number 80, asking 300,000, what do we do, Whitelands, and now 280, here number 80, number 80, and 280 will be fluid, and now 280,000 red, and now 280, here number 80, number 280,000 red, and now 280, here number 80, number 280, and 280, here number 80, number 280, and now 280,000 red, and now 280, here number 80, number 80, here number 280, number 280,000 once, and 280,000 twice. And all out and all done for an immaculate bull for 280,000. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to sell him once, twice, all out and all done. Sold, kom ons gee 'n lekker klap as ek mag. Baie dankie aan die kopernommer vandag is baie number 76. Baie dankie meneer, ons waardeer. Baie dankie meneer Nikki Fourie, baie dankie oom, ek neem aan jy het namens hom gebeur, ons waardeer meneer Fourie, baie dankie, baie geluk, well done sir, outstanding. On to the next lot, ladies and gentlemen, we're on to lot number 4, dames en ladies and gentlemen, namens Joe Skolts, Gap, Landgoed, Brahman, dames en ladies and gentlemen, don't make any mistakes, have a look at the video. is plus 20, plus 30, plus 41, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen. Die verskalfie wat langsaam maar verkoop, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen, is een van die eerste Mr. Legacy Z20263 colors wat nou op 'n veiling verkoop word, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Legacy 20263 se halfbroer het verkoop vir 360,000, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen, op 'n nasionale veiling aan Loma boerdery, ladies and gentlemen. En die immaculate heifer calf next to her mother, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen. Die vervoer van die beeste, 500 kilometer van die plaas af, Griekostad se omgewing na sentrale punt toe, ladies and gentlemen. Dis wat ons jou hulle bereid is om te help. Ladies and gentlemen, I repeat, Boss 50, Bullet, Longfellow, Hot 04460, Mfaan. Ladies and gentlemen, don't make any mistakes. Daar kan jy sien op die video. Look at the quality, look at the femininity, the length of body, outstanding. On sale today, dames and heren, and number 5 over the number 30, and all 30,000 a bit, and out of these number 30, number 30,000 a bit, and all 30, number 30, number 2, and 32,000 a bit, and all 2 and out of these number 32, number 32,000 a bit, and 2 and out of these, and all 32 be fluid, and 32, number 32,000 a bit, and all 32, here, number 32,000 a bit, and 2 and out of these, and all 32, number 32,000 a bit, asking 35, and all 32, here, number 32, and 32, asking 35, and all 32, gonna be here number 32, and all 35, and 35,000 a bit, 5 and out of these, and all 35, and 35, kyk na die vers op die video, better boy, and all 35, and 38, and 38,000 a bit, and all 38 here, and 38,000 a bit, and all 38,000 a bit, asking 40,000 go, and all 38 will be fluid, and 38 here, and 38,000 a bit, and all 38,000 a bit, and out of these here, and 38, and 38,000 a bit, and all 38 here, and 30,000 a bit, 30,000 a bit, and all 38 here, and 30,000 a bit, 30,000 a bit, and I'll asking 40,000 to go, and all 38 here, and 38 once, and 38 here, and 30,000 twice, and all out and all done for 38,000 vir die eerste, tweede, derde maal, all out, all done. Ons is 'n bietjie ver kort. Absoluut minimum op maar is 50,000. As jy my kan help na 40 toe, dan kan ek mooi praat. Right, dan los ons op vir eers not sold, dat sy net een kan staan van nou, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen. We're on to the next lot number 5, ladies and gentlemen. Lot 6, kies. Lot 5 is onttrek, lot 6. On to lot 6, ladies and gentlemen, daar speel die video namens meneer Brahman Nationals, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Right, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen, we offer you lot number 6, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen. Namens Brahman Nationals and Pascal Brahman, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen. Side going back to HVR 071154, Renzo, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen. And Gerdia 00766. On the ram side going back to 1753, met cijfers wat lees +1, geboorte cijfers wat lees 1.6, plus 17, plus 27, plus 37 en plus 3. Jy kan die bil ook gebruik op verse, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen, met sy geboortemassa daar, so kan jy self sien. Sy maas in te kalfbroode, 361 days. This is fertility, ladies and gentlemen. Kyk na die bil op die video. Kyk die sterk toplyn. Kyk die agterkwart. Dis 'n dik dikbil met baie vleis. Ladies and gentlemen, look at the masculinity. Met die vervoer 150 km vanaf plaas Nigel, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen, is die omgewing na centrale punt toe. Ladies and gentlemen, don't make any mistakes. He's long, he's deep, he carries beef, and he's masculine, and he's on sale today. And ladies and gentlemen, and 40 pounds a bit. At the these number 40, 40, 40, 40, 5, and now 45,000 a bit, and 45 here, 45,000 a bit, and now 45 here, 45,000 a bit, and now 45 here, 45,000 a bit, and 45 and 45 asking 50,000 go, and now 45 here, 45, and now 45,000 a bit asking 50,000 go, and now 45 here, 45,000 a bit, and now 45 here, 45,000 a bit, op die vloer, and now 45 here, 45,000 a bit asking 50,000 go, and now 45 here, 45,000 a bit, and now 45,000 here, 45,000 a bit, and now asking 50. The lot you see on your screen with the video is a masculine bull. Hy lyk soos 'n bull, ek is seker hy's 'n bull, maar ek dink almal slaap. 45,000 vir 'n immaculate bull, wat self in die kudde ook gebruik is. With a pedigree outstanding, ladies and gentlemen. 45,000 op die vloer asking 50,000 to go. And 45 out here, and 45,000 a bit, and 45 out here, and 45, and now 45, 45,000 a bit, and 45, 45,000 a bit, asking 50, and now 50,000 here, and 45, and now 45,000 a bit, and 45 out here, and 45,000 on here, and 40, and 45,000 a bit, all out, all done. Get yourself for a 45,000 a bit, the tweede daarom all out, and all done. Ons is ver kort daar, so absoluut minimum is 80,000. Kom dit om net een van nou. Ladies and gentlemen, on to the next lot number 7. Ons wag net vir haar video, vir haar foto om op te kom daar, so dames en here, ladies and gentlemen. Lot number 7, namens Self-Bred Brahmins, dames en here, ladies and gentlemen. Side Self-Bred Mr. Victorious, 1741. And JDH Gene Manzo, and the likes of Woodson de Manzo. En dames en here, ladies and gentlemen, 'n bil wat baie gebruik was in hulle kudde en baie goed geteel het vir Surf Brahmane, dames en here, ladies and gentlemen, Surf 0156 wat teruggaan na JDH Karoo 800. Die Paryskou 2024 se junior kampioen koei, ladies and gentlemen, sy verkoop 6 maande dragtig van Becton Manzo JDH, ladies and gentlemen. Met die vervoer, hulle sal met die koper onderhandel oor die vervoer van die diere, dames en here, ladies and gentlemen. Hulle sal help so bes as wat hulle kan met die vervoer van die diere na die nuwe koper toe. Dames en here, ladies and gentlemen, so laas week het die koei 'n bietjie seer gekry. Sy is 'n bietjie seer daar by die huis. So ons verkoop haar met 'n seller guarantees. The heifer, ladies and gentlemen. So in ander woorde, jy verkoop die vers voordat sy gelaai word of geskei word, sy sal eers 100% reg wees. So there will be a guarantee on the cow before she gets transported, ladies and gentlemen. So you've got a guarantee. What a bonus. Ladies and gentlemen, we offer you lot number 7. What a cow. 2024 Junior Kampioen koei, ladies and gentlemen, 7 maande dragtig van JDH Becton Manzo 490. On Selderay, we did number 5 over the sun, number 30, number 2, and 32,000 red, and 32 timber, 35, number 35,000 red, and now 35, number 38, 40, 40, number 40, number 5, and 45, number 45,000 red, and now 45 here, number 45,000 rupee fluid, and now 45, number 55, and 55, number 55, number 60, and now 60, number 60, number 60,000 red, and now 60, number 60, number 60, 60, number 60, number 60,000 red, and now 60, 60, number 60, asking 5, and now 60,000 here, number 60, and 60, and 60, number 60, number 60, and now 60,000 bid, and now 60,000 here, number 60, 60, number 60. Junior Champion Cow 2024 Paris. And 60,000 by Mirka, and 60, number 60, number 60,000 bid, and now 65, and now 65, number 5, number 65, and now 65,000 bid, asking 70,000 go, and now 65, bid, number 65,000 bid, and now 65, degree band, number 65,000 bid, and now 65, and 65, here, number 65, asking 70, sir, and now 65, here, number 65, 65,000 bid once, and 65, here, number 65,000 twice. And all out and all done for 65,000 vir die eerste tweede daarom all out and all done. Ons is 'n bietjie kort daar, so absoluut minimum is 100,000. As jy my kan help met 100,000, dan kan ons die besigheid doen. Right, kom ons sit aan net een kant, not sold for now, ladies and gentlemen. On to lot number 8. We move on to lot number 8. Hy's on track. Lot number 11, ladies and gentlemen. We offer you lot number 11 namens meneer Marius de Beer, ladies and gentlemen. Kirom Brahmane. As ek reg is daar video daar. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we offer you lot number 11. Namens Marius de Beer, ladies and gentlemen, we sell you lot number 11 uit streng, harde, hardwater, rooi water, galsiekte omgewing, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen. Aflevering tot in Warmbad, ladies and gentlemen, side Will 1563, and the likes of R10 Solio 1, and Sir Lawford Manzo, and Mr. Royal Salute, and JDH Corona Manzo, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen. Syfers wat lees plus 23, plus 39 en plus 55 en plus 5 op melk. Sy verkoop 5 maande dragtig, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen, 'n feminine, breë, vers. Daar kan jy jouself sien in die video, ladies and gentlemen. Don't make any mistakes, now's your opportunity to require yourself an outstanding heifer. On sell the with the dames here and with you and with the 28, it's 28,000 red and 30 and 30, 30, number 30, number 32, and now 32,000 red, and now 32, gonna be number 32,000 red, and 32, gonna be number 32, and now 32,000 red, plus 5 of milk, and now 32, gonna be number 32,000 red, and 32, asking 35, and now 32, gonna be number 32, and now 32,000 red, at we end out of the year, number 32,000 red, and now to end out of the year, number 32, 32,000 red, and now to end out of the asking 35, and now 32, gonna be number 32, and 32,000 red. Daar in die video kan jy sien die breedte op hy vers, die heup en sitbeenlengte, the femininity. Kyk hoe mooi beweeg sy. 32,000 in line with Meerkat, and 32 here in 32,000 red, and 32,000 red, at we end out of the year in 32, and now 32 degree in 32,000 red, and 32,000 red, at we end out of the and now 32 asking 35, and now 32 gonna be number 32, and 32,000 red, at we end out of the year in 32,000 once, and 32,000 down, 32,000 twice, and all out and all done for it. We end out of the videos at we all out and all done. Meerkat, die bot is toe, maar ons is 'n bietjie ver kort daar. Absoluut minimum op die vers is 70,000. As julle miskien net vir ons koper daar, so net kontak en net vir hulle laat weet 70,000, dan kon ons praat van besigheid. Right, ladies and gentlemen, on to the next lot there. She is not sold for now. On to the next lot, we offer you lot number 12, dames here, ladies and gentlemen, van Jaco van der Skyf, Exodus Brahmans, ladies and gentlemen. Vervoer help daar so van 200 km vanaf die plaas, Nylstroomse omgewing na 'n sentrale punt toe. En daar is 'n video wat ons kan kyk op die web. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, lot number 12. We offer you Exodus Sugarlands, ladies and gentlemen. Side going back to the well-known Boss 50 and Sugarata 09. And JDH Winchester Manzo, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen. Have a look here. As jy mooi na julle pedigrees en teruggetrek het. There's the well-known cow lines. Tecklenburg, Miss Fayette, 208. Miss Buttons, 959, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen. Outstanding. He is also the sire to lot number 47, 46, and 36 on the sale today, dames and ladies and gentlemen. A bull with length of body, a bull with masculinity, and look at the muzzle on that bull, dames and ladies and gentlemen. You tell me he goes on sale today. 45,000 online, and 45,000 a bid, and 45,000 here, number 45,000 a bid, and now 45,000 here, number 45,000 a bid, and photo number 45, and 45,000 here, number 45,000 a bid, and now 50,000 here, number 45, and now 45,000 a bid, and 45,000 degree number 45,000 a bid, and now 45,000 asking 50,000 to go, and now 45,000 here, number 45,000 a bid, and 45,000 here, number 45, and now 50,000 here, number 45, and 45, and 45,000 a bid, and now 45,000 here, number 45,000 a bid, asking 50,000 to go, and now 45,000 here, number 45,000 a bid, and 45,000 number 45,000 a bid, and now 50,000 here, number 45, and now 45,000 a bid, asking 50, and now 45,000 here, number 45,000 a bid. A bull with a pedigree like that, a bull with a muzzle like that, and now 50. And now 50, 50, 50,000 a bid, effective here, number 50, 50, and now 5, asking 5, and now 50,000 here, number 50, 50 degree, 50, and now 50,000 a bid, and now 50,000 here, number 50, and 50, and 50, 50, and now 50,000 a bid, effective here, number 50, 50, asking 5, sir, and now 50,000 here, number 50 degree, 50, and now 50, asking 5, and now 50 degree, 50, all out, all done, got yourself for 50,000 vir die eerste, tweede, derde maal, all out, all done. Ek sal net eers mooi moet hoor. 50,000 het ek vir lot 12. Nee. Alright, he's not sold, ladies and gentlemen. He'll stay right there on the farm, dames en ladies and gentlemen. On to the next lot. We sell you lot number 13. There is a video. Namens Mornay Verster, Le Rock. Brahmins, polled Brahmins, ladies and gentlemen. Lot number 13, here's her video. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. A feminine, pregnant heifer, ladies and gentlemen. Lot number 13, a Pune vers, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen. Namens Le Rock, Brahman, Mornay Verster, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen. A polled heifer, yes, I repeat it, a polled heifer. Side going back to the well-known Canadian Emperor, 7W. With the combination of Osler genetics, dames and heren, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. V8135. Figures reading plus 17, plus 28, plus 34, and plus 3 on milk, dames and ladies and gentlemen. Her dam's ICP 368 days, dames and ladies and gentlemen. This is fertility. She sells 6 months pregnant to RQC 223, dames en ladies and gentlemen. Oom Mornay sal help met 200 km vervoer vanaf die plaas in 2 spruit se wêreld in die Vrystaat na sentrale punt toe. Ladies and gentlemen, look at the wedge, look at the femininity, and what a bonus. She's a polled Brahman heifer. Ansel Dre, dames en heren, look at you, and 28,000 to the bid, 28 here in 28, and now 28,000 to the bid, and off to what they say, 28 here in 28,000 to the bid, and off to what they say, and now 30 hit up 30, 30,000 to the bid, and now 30 hit up 30, 30 and 30 and 30 hit up 30, 2, and now 32,000 to the bid, and 35 and 35, 5 here number 38, and now 38,000 to the bid, and 38, 40 hit up 40, 40,000 to the bid, and now 45 and 45, 5 here number 45,000 to the bid, and now 45, 5 here number 45,000 to the bid, asking 50,000 go, and now 45, 5 here number 45,000 to the bid, and now 45, 5 here number 45, and now 45,000 to the bid, at 50 asking 50,000 go for Paul Brahman Hipper, and now number 45, number 45, and now 45,000 to the bid, and 45, 5 here number 45,000 to the bid, 45,000 to the bid once, and 45, 5 here number 45,000 twice, and all out and all done for 45,000. I cannot believe it, for a beautiful specimen of a heifer. All out, all done. For a 45,000 as ek mag. 45 het ek vir jou. Ons wil graag 50 van hê, kan jy my help met 50? 45 is hy stel op. 45 reg so Morney. 100%. Baie dankie, she is sold. Dankie Jaco Snuwes, ons waardeer. Thank you very much, sir. We do appreciate it. By number 22, thank you very much. We do appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Dankie Morney, uitstekende vers. Right, ladies and gentlemen, on to the next lot. Lot number 14 comes on sale. Here's his video. Namens Atikun, Witwarm Brahman, ladies and gentlemen. What? There is a thick set, masculine, beefy bull on sale right there, ladies and gentlemen. Lot number 14, dames and gentlemen, side, going back to Quintberg, Mr. 922, and the likes of Loxie Krater 115. With the combination of Kroonveer genetics, ladies and gentlemen, Syphons of Atleers plus 20, plus 28, plus 35, dames and ladies and gentlemen. With the likes of HBS 94, 198, dames and ladies and gentlemen, HS 882. En vroeg medium ryp, harde bil, dames en ladies and gentlemen. Attie gaan julle help met die vervoer van 200 km van sy plaas af in Clarence omgewing na die mees sentrale punt op 'n boel. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the time where you should decide where your herd is going. Here is a stud sire, ladies and gentlemen. Self in die kudde gebruik, don't make any mistakes, you tell me. On sale, with a bit of lady, with a bit of 40, 40,000 a bit, 40, and now 45, 45,000 a bit, 45, 45,000 a bit, and now 45, 5 here, 45,000 a bit, 45, asking 50,000, and 50,005, and now 55, 5 will be fluid, and now 55, 5 here, 55, and now 55, 60, 60,000 a bit, it's at least number 65, and now 65, 5 here, 65, and now 65, degree 65, asking 70,000 go, and now 65, 5 here, 65, and now 65,000 a bit, asking 70, and now 65, 5, 65,000 a bit, and 65,000 a bit. Ek hoop hulle kan weer daai video sien op Meerkat daarso, want manne, by number 550, you are making big mistake here. Look at the beef, look at the masculinity. Here is a stud bull, here is a bull that you can use and put beef on your animals. And 65, 65,000 a bit, and now number 65, 65, asking 70, and now 65, 5 here, 65,000 a bit, and 65, 5, degree 65,000 a bit once, and 65, 5 here, 65,000 twice, and all out and all done for 65,000. I cannot believe it, on an immaculate bull for 65,000. For a 65,000, my maat, ons is 'n bietjie ver kort daarso. Absoluut minimum 100,000. As jy vir my 90 kan maak, dan praat ek mooi met hom. Dit is 'n besonderse bil en hy's goed geteel. Ons gaan jou bot van 80 vat. Dat BKB hulle net om Attie aan die lyn kry gou daarso, dan gesels ons. Jy het eerste keer op die bil. Ons skryf hierdie soos 80 STC. 80,000 STC. Thank you ladies. By number 71. Laat ons net eers uitvind en confirm. John D, jy sal hom op die lyn kry. Alright, baie dankie. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll start with the next lot there, lot number 15. Lot number 15, ladies and gentlemen, here comes his video. Have a look here. Namens Melissa van Wyk, dames en ladies and gentlemen, Blue Jean Brahmans. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We offer you lot number 15, Namens Melissa van Wyk, Blue Jeans, Brahmans, ladies and gentlemen. Side, going back to Elliot Manzo, dames here, ladies and gentlemen, in the likes of BPM 307. En as julle almal julle genetika goed ken, PJE 042. 16 colors met 'n interkalfperiode van 388 days. The Gold Cup winner on the Royal Show, dames here, ladies and gentlemen, she is royalty. The likes of Larissa Caesar and 100753. Sy verkoop 6 maande dragtig, dames en ladies and gentlemen, van GDF 214. Haar eie baas in te kalfperiode ICPO 387 days, dames en ladies and gentlemen. Melissa gaan help met die vervoer van 200 km vanaf die plaas in die Hulbron omgewing na 'n sentrale punt toe in die Koperse direction, ladies and gentlemen, in the buyer's direction. There you saw a video. Look at the femininity, look at the vehicle, look at the capacity, a specimen. Fertility, ICPs, both sides, father and side, and dam side. Ansel drive with a 30 and 30,000 by Mirka, and 30 hit up 30, but 30,000 red, and now 30 hit up 30, but 30 hit up 30, but 30, and now 30 and 30 and 30 hit up 30, but 30 and 30,000 bid, asking 2, and now 30 hit up 30, but 30, and now 30,000 bid, a Dattle Nation here, but 30 and 30 and 30 here, but 30,000 bid, and now Dattle Nation here, but 30 and 30 and 30 hit up 30, but 30, and now 30 asking 2, and now Dattle Nation here, but 30 hit up 30, but 30 and 30 and 30 and 30 here, but 30,000 a bit, with a pedigree like this, and the way she looks in that video, the femininity, the capacity, you should all be jumping in. 30,000 asking 2. And 30 hit up 30, but 30 and 30 and 30 hit up 30, but 30, and now 30,000 a bit, a Dattle Nation here, but 30 and 30 and 30 hit up 30, but 30 asking 2, and now Dattle Nation here, but 32 to the boat die, and now 32 team, but 32,000 a bit, Opie fluid, and now 32,000 a bit, and now 32,000 here, but 32 need a tune, gotta be here, but 32 asking 5, and now 32 need a tune, but 32,000 a bit, asking 5, and now 32 gotta be here, but 32 asking 35. And now 32 by number 531. What do we do? And 32 gonna be about 32,000 a bit. 35 and now 35 here in but 35 and now 35,000 a bit and 35 diggity fine and but 35,000 a bit asking 8 and now 35 here in but 35,000 a bit. 5 and down place all out. All done get yourself out of 35,000. For eerste, tweede, derde bal all out and all done. Meerkat asseblief praat met hulle, absoluut minimum is 50,000. Sy gaan net op die plaas van nou eers bly. As jy daar op jou skerm op 50 gaan druk, dan kan ons miskien praat. Right, sy bly net by die plaas daar so. Not so, ladies and gentlemen, on to the next lot. On to lot number 14. Lot number 16, ladies and gentlemen, namens James Hamilton, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen. J.H. Mansu Brahman, have a look here. En daar is 'n video van hom. Number 16's on sale right here, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen. Side Remington men's and the likes of Loxy Carter, Genetics, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen. And HBS 84, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen. Plus 3 on Malt, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen. Jones sê hy help met 'n 200 km rigting van transport van die plaas af Potchefstroom se omgewing na sentrale punt toe vir die koper. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is on offer, thick, deep, you tell me. And ladies and gentlemen, here, and 40,000 here. And now 40, and now 45, and 45, here, and 45,000 here, and 45, here, and 45,000 here, and now 45, asking 50, and now 45, here, and 45,000 here, and 45, here, and 45,000 here, and now 45, here, and 45, and now 45,000 here, and 45, asking 50,000 go, and now 45, here, and 45,000 here, and 45, asking 50, and now 45, here, and 45,000 here, and now 45, and 45, and 45, degree, 45,000 and now 45 here, 45,000 once, twice, all out, all done, silver 45,000 vir die eerste, tweede, derde maal, all out and all done. Ons is bietjie ver kort daar, so absoluut minimum, I think is 80,000. As jy belangstel, kom praat met ons, maar kom sit hom net een kant van nou, not sold, ladies and gentlemen. On to the next lot, ladies and gentlemen, on to lot number 17, Namens, Reba, Red Brahmans, Don McCarty, dames here, ladies and gentlemen. We offer you a proven sire, and here's his video. Ladies and gentlemen, namens Don McCarty, Reba Red Brahmans, we offer you a proven herd sire. Side Boss R 12 125, dames here, ladies and gentlemen, and the likes of HBZ 06483. Lane Giteel WDZ 78, dames here, ladies and gentlemen, and Philemon in the genetics on the side. On the land side, going back to Sambok 405, dames here, ladies and gentlemen. Twee uitstekende koeilyne in sy pedigree. Proven bull breeding cows, ladies and gentlemen. Julle kan julle highlighter vat, julle penne, julle kan dit omkring. Boss R 0781 and Boss R, his own mother 0461, ladies and gentlemen. Number of calves, 15 calves registered, ladies and gentlemen, van die bull se eie ma af. Don sê hy sal help met 200 km vervoer na 'n sentrale punt toe van die Dagel af in KZN, ladies and gentlemen. Proven bull breeders in his pedigree. A bull, a herd sire. Don't miss the opportunity to acquire yourself a herd sire that has proven himself in the breed. On sale today, would have been better Belgium, would have been better 40 pounds a bit, if you're not legion, better 40, and now 40 at a better 40, better 40 pounds a bit, and 40 at a better 40, better 40, and now 40 and 40 and 40 at a better 40, better 40 pounds a bit, and now 40 at a better 40, better 40, and now 40 at a better 40, better 40 pounds a bit, if you're not legion here, better 40 and 40 and 40 and 40 at a better 40, better 40, and now if you're not legion here, better 40 and 40 and 40, asking 5, and now if you're not legion here, better 40 at a better 40, and now 40 pounds a bit, if you're not legion here, better 40 and 40 and 40 at a better 40, asking 5, and now 40 at a better 40, better 40 pounds a bit, and now 40 at a better 40, better if you're not legion, and now 40 and 40 and 40 and 40 at a better 40, better 40, ek dan kom ons sit hom net een kant van nou, ladies and gentlemen. He'll stay right there on the farm. On to the next lot, ladies and gentlemen. Lot number 18, 19 comes in. Lot number 19 namens Isak de Villiers, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen. Wacht net vir die video daar. Side gun. And JDH Dakota 599 plus 20 plus 31 plus 37 dames en heren plus 3 on milk. Van Strawe, Hardwater, Rooiwater en Galsiekteveld dames en heren. Sy eie maas in te kalperde 377 days oor 9 kalvers. Isak gaan help met vervoer van 200 km van sy plaas af in Middelburg, omgewing in Mpumalanga na 'n sentrale punt toe vir die koper dames en heren. We offer you a bull for your consideration with a muzzle as wide as you can see and a back that goes straight into his hump and as wide as you can be. And and now 40 and 40 and 40 and now 40 pounds a bit, asking 5 and 40 pounds a bit, if you're not legion here, 40 and now 40 hit up at 40, and 40 and 40 and 40 hit up at 40, but 40 and now 40 pounds a bit, and now 40 and 40 and 40 degree in, but 45 pounds and 45 pounds a bit, and now 45 pounds here in, but 45 pounds a bit, asking 50 pounds to go, and now 45 pounds, but 45 pounds a bit, and now 50 here in, but 45 pounds here in, but 45 pounds a bit, and now 45 pounds degree by 45, asking 50 pounds to go, and now 45 pounds here in, but 45 pounds a bit, 45 pounds a bit, 45 pounds a bit once, and 45 here in, but 45,000 twice, and all out and all done for 45,000. I can't glo nie, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen. I repeat his figures: plus 20, plus 31, plus 37, and plus 3 op milk. He's got growth. He's going to breed you not only females, but he'll breed you heavy calves as well. And 45 here in, but 45,000 a bit, 45,000 a bit, 45,000 here in, but 45,000 a bit once, twice, all out and all done. For die 45,000, ons is 'n bietjie kort daar. Absoluut minimum is R60,000. Not sold, ladies and gentlemen. On to the next lot. We're on to lot number 20 comes in. There's a video for lot 20 as well. Lot 20 van namens Nico van der Heerden, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen. Sy kom uit streng, hardwater, rooi water en galsiekte omgewing, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen. Hier is die video van haar. there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We offer you lot number 20. Namens Niku van Heren, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen. Side going back to Hot 9865, which goes back to V8 702. And the likes of 1493 and Intrepid 170. And Boss 0033. Sy naam was Champagne. Pregnant, 2 months pregnant, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen. Sy verkoop 2 maande dragtig daar so. Aflevering tot in Warmbad, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen. I repeat, out of hot water, red water and gold sickness area, ladies and gentlemen. Don't make any mistakes. Yes, she's deep, she's feminine, you tell me. And 28 pounds a bit, 28 here, 28, and now 28 pounds a bit, and 28 here, 28 pounds a bit, and now 28 and 28 here, 28 pounds a bit, in 30, and now 28 here, 28 pounds a chicken here, 28 pounds a bit, and now 28 here, 28 pounds a bit, 28 pounds a bit, and 28 here, 28, and now 28 pounds a bit, in 30 pounds to go, and now 28 here, 28 pounds of money here, 28 pounds a bit, in 30, and now 28 here, 28 pounds a bit, in 30, and now 28 ain't gonna be here, 28,000 once, and 28,000 all out and all out. I think let's put her one side for now, not sold, ladies and gentlemen. Sy kan net daar op die blaas bly. Dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen, on to the next lot. Lot number 21, have a look here, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen. Namens Gert Davis and Nandi Brahman, as ek reg is, we offer you Snowflake. And here's his video. There you have it, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen. We offer you lot number 21, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen. Side, as jy mooi gekyk het, lyn geteel, DSV 404, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen. And the likes of Masbra 29, plus 3 on milk, met een melkcijfer van plus 3, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen. Hy het geloop op rooi water en galsiekte, Sierveld, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen. Have a look there. Gerrit sê hy gaan help met 200 km vanaf die plaas in Delmas omgewing na sentrale punt toe vir die koper, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen. Onthou net, die verkopers help julle met julle vervoer as jy die beeste koop, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen. Hulle doen dit, hulle wil graag besigheid doen. Kyk 'n bietjie na julle besigheid. Don't make any mistakes. Linebred DSV 404, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen, with a combination of Masbra genetics of 29 and on sell the way to better, dames en heren, with you and with 40,000 and 40 and 40 better asking 5 and now 40,000 and now 40,000 here in better 40 and 40 better 40 and 40,000 and now 40 and 40 better 40,000 asking 5 and now 40,000 here in better 40 better 40 and now 40 and 40 better 40,000 asking 5 and now 40,000 here in better 40 better 40 and 40,000 here in better 40 better 40,000 40,000 Ek dink kom ons sit net Snowflake vir eers een kant en dan praat ons daarna. On to the next lot, ladies and gentlemen. We offer you lot number 22, namens Jaco Schlibisch, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen. We offer you lot 22, and here's her video. She sells 3 and 1. Right, ladies and gentlemen, there you can see the photo of her with a calf, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen, met 'n bitter mooi bulkalf. Volgende toe praat ek en Jaco en hy sê, "Yes, hy hou baie van hy bulkalf." Dit eintlik vir ons sy hart 'n bietjie seer gemaak dat hy nou haar aanbied, maar hy wil graag goeie goeie genetika met goeie diere in die mark insit, dames en here, ladies and gentlemen. She sells 3-1, dames en here, ladies and gentlemen, side HBS 0936. And one winner 97493 with the combination of TCR genetics, ladies and gentlemen. Steadmanzo CWF 471, dames here, ladies and gentlemen, and NLP 3090. She sells with immaculate, really good bull calf, dames here, ladies and gentlemen, en sy is weer dragtig, 6 maande dragtig. Jaco sê hy gaan help met 200 km van die plaas af in Delaware se omgewing na die mees sentraalste punt vir die koper. Ladies and gentlemen, we offer you a 3-1 with an unbelievable bull calf at side. You tell me. On sale that I would have been a lady, you and would have been 32,000 a bit, and 32, and 32, and now 32,000 a bit, and 35, and 35, and 38,000 a bit, and 38, and 38,000 a bit, and now 38, got to be 40, sir, and now 40, hit about 40, 40, and 40, and 5, and 45, 5, here, about 45, and now 45,000 a bit, and 45, 5, 45,000 a bit, and 45, and 45, and 45,000 a bit, and now 45, 5, degree, and 50, 50,000 a bit, and now 50, and 50, and 50, asking 5, sir, and now 55, 5, and 55, and now 55,000 a bit, and 55, and 60, and 60,000 a bit, and 60,000 a bit, 60, and now 60,000 a bit, and now 60, 60, and 60, and 60, and 65, and 65, and 70, and now 70,000 a bit, 70, and 70, and now 70,000 a bit, 70, and 70, and 70, asking 5, and now 70,000 a bit, 70, 70, 70,000 a bit, and now 5, sir, and now 70,000 a bit, 70, 70, and then 70,000 once, and 70,000 twice, and all out and all done for the 70,000, all out and all done. Vir die 70,000, baie dankie die vir ons waardeer, Nikkie vir ek dink dit was koper 72, nee, is ek reg hoor? 76, baie dankie hoom, ons waardeer, dankie Jaco. 76. 70,000 koper 76, 70,000. Baie dankie om skalk vir u, ek waardeer, dankie. Lot 19, absoluut minimum 60. Right, Isak de Villiers, ek het vir jou 60,000 daarso, by number 529 buys at 60,000. Online by Meerkat, dankie online. Thank you very much. Baie dankie om skalk, ons waardeer die ondersteuning op die vorige lot, dankie Nikkie vir u ook, ons waardeer het. Right, ladies and gentlemen, on to the next lot, have a look here, ladies and gentlemen, we're on to lot number 26. Namens Gabi Kutsie, GPC, Brahman, dames en here, ladies and gentlemen, en daar is 'n video, kom ons kyk die video. Right, daar gaan die foto net staan, dames en here, ladies and gentlemen, side, going back to Sir Christoph Menzo. And the likes of Corona Menzo, dames en here, ladies and gentlemen, and JDH Sir Elmo Menzo. En brandwater, genetika ook. Plus 25, plus 42, plus 55, and plus 3 on milk, dames en here, ladies and gentlemen. Sy verkoop met 'n bulkalf. Dames en here, ladies and gentlemen. Gabi sê gaan help met 100 km vanaf die plaas in Lichtenburg se omgewing na die mees sentraalste punt, dames en here, ladies and gentlemen, immaculate heifer, have a look there, that has calved, she sells a bull calf, you tell me, she goes on sale, queen colors, 30,000, and 30,000 a bit, and 30, here about 30, and 30, and 30, and 30, here about 30, and 30, and now 30,000 here, and 30, and 30, and 2, and 32, and 2, and 2, about 32,000 a bit, and 20,000 here, and 35, and 35,000 a bit, and now 35, here, and 35,000 a bit, 35, asking 38, and now 35 on Meerkat, and now 35, 5 here, 35,000 a bit. She's already called 38. Now asking 40. And 38 here in 38,000 a bit. And 38,000 here in 38,000 a bit. And now 38,000 here in 38 here in 38,000 a bit. And now 38,000 asking 40,000. And now 38 in 30,000 a bit. And now 38 in going to be here to 38,000 a bit. Asking 40,000 to go. And now 38 here in 38,000 up in fluid. Asking 40,000. And now 38 here in 40 here to 40,000 bid, and now 40,000 here, but 40, and now 40,000 a bid, asking two, sir, and now 40, 40 hit up at 40, but 40 and 40 and 40, 40 hit up at 40, but 40,000 a bid, and now 40, 40 hit up at 40, but 45 where, and now 40,000 asking 5, and now 40,000 here, but asking 5, and now 40,000 here, but 40, 40 hit up at 40, but 40 and 40 and 40 and 40 all out, all done, get yourself a beer, 80,000 vir die eerste, tweede, derde maal, all out, all done. For a 40,000, absolute minimum 60, my A&R 45. Hy sal verkoop vir 45. Thank you very much. Kom ons gee 'n lekker hande klap vir jou help daarso. Dankie gawe ook ons waardeer. By number 72. Dankie julle 45,000. We appreciate it. Dankie Gert Davis. Well done sir. Congratulations. On to the next lot, ladies and gentlemen. Lot number 27. Namens Joe Skolts en Gert. Have a look here, ladies and gentlemen. Ek dink daar's 'n video vir die bil. There you have it, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen. Lot number 27 namens Joe Skolts, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen. Van die harde Griekostad wêreld, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen. We offer you a really thick set. Potential stud sire on sale. Side, Gerrie Bingo, 743, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen. Amber Skulls Wonder, the NJ182 claims here. The likes of Boss 50 and Bullet, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen. Unbelievable. Plus 17, plus 36 en plus 3 op Mel, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen. Joe sê, gaan help met 500 km vanaf die plaas in Griekostad se wêreld na die mees sentrale punt vir die koper. Dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen, there you had a look at him. Look at his top line. Look at his capacity. Look at the masculinity. A young bull with so much potential to give. On Saturday, dames en heren, en 40 hit up at 40, but 40,000 bid, and 40 hit up at 40, and now 40 hit up at 40, but 40 and 40 and 40 hit up at 40, but 40,000 bid, and now here up this near, but 40 and 40 and 40 hit up at 40, but 40, and now 40,000 bid, asking 5, and now 40,000 bid, and here up this but 45,000 bid, and now 45 bid, but 45,000 bid, and 45, and now 45 degree 45,000 bid, and now 45 50 is the bot die, and now 50 to 50, okay, and 50 to 15, but 50, and 50 degree 50 to 50, but 50 asking 5, and now 50,000 a bid, and now 50 but 50,000 a bid, asking 5, and now 5,000 here, but 50, and 50,000 a bid, and now 5,000 here, but 50, but 5, and now 55 here, but 55, and now 55,000 a bid, and 55 degree 55,000 a bid, asking 60, and now 55 here, but 55, and now 55 degree, but 55,000 a bid, here, but 55, but 55,000 a bid, asking 60, and 55 to the buyer who is registered as 674. I think you're making a big mistake. There you see him on the video. He is a young bull and one heck of a good one. Don't miss out. At 55, but 55,000 a bid, asking 60. And now 55, degree but 55,000 a bid, asking 60. And now 55, but 55,000 a bid, 55,000 a bid once. And 55, but 55,000 a bid twice. And all out, and all out. No more 60. And 60 here to 60, but 60,000 a bid. And now 60 here to 60, but 60,000 a bid. And now 60,000 here, but 60 and 60 here to 60, but better 60 better 60 and now 60,000 a bit and now 60,000 here in better 60 better 60 better 60 and 60 and asking 5 sir and now 60,000 here in better 60 better 60 better 60 and 60 and 60 and 60 better 60 better 5 and now 65 and 65 5 here in better 65 and now 65 asking 70 and now 65 5 degree them better 65,000 a bit and now 65 5 degree them better 65,000 a bit and now 65 5 here in better asking 70 and now 65 5 here in better 65 asking 70,000 to go and now 65 5 here in better 65,000 a bit. You know they say us auctioneers like the same degree in better 65,000 a bit 65,000 a bit 65,000 a bit all out all done get yourself for 65,000 vir die eerste tweede derde maal all out and all done. As julle vir my kan net die koper kontak daar. Oom Joe wou 100,000 gehad het. As hy vir my 70 maak, kan ons die besigheid doen. Sit hom net daar op. 70,000 we can book the bull. Is ek reg om Joe? Dis wat jy my gewys het daar. Klik net op die knoppie daar, so is dit reg is so, koper nommer 560. Just bid for us to 70,000. There we go. Thank you very much. We do appreciate it. My buyer 560. We do appreciate it. Kom ons gee lekker aan die klap. Dankie vir jou help daar, ons waardeer. Maar baie dankie, ons waardeer, baie geluk. Dankie om Joe vir jou help ook. Ons waardeer dit opreg. Buyer number 560 by Meerkat. Right, ladies and gentlemen, on to the next lot number 29, en ek dink daar is 'n video van hom, so kom ons speel die video daarso, namens Celebrate Brahmans, ladies and gentlemen, we offer you lot number 29, and here's his video. We offer you lot number 29, namens Celebrate Brahmans, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, going back to the well-known JDH Sir Avery Menzo, and JDH Cairo Menzo, and Manzo Grande 488 Dams, ladies and gentlemen, the likes of Seville Genetics there as well. Plus 19, plus 32, plus 39, and plus 6 on milk Dams, ladies and gentlemen. Celebrate Brahmans have said they will help and speak to the buyer afterwards to help with the transport, ladies and gentlemen. Have a look here, an immaculate bull. There you saw him on the video. A bull met 'n ongelooflike goeie top lane, dames en here, ladies and gentlemen. Don't make any mistakes. Here he is. Your choice means everything, ladies and gentlemen. The use of a bull means everything. And here is the potential stud sire. On sale, here, and 40, 40, and boy is he good. Look at that top line, and 45, 5 here, 40,000 a bit, 50, 50,000 a bit, and now 50, 50, and now 55, 55,000 a bit, and 55, 55, and now 55, 5 here, 55,000 a bit, and 50, and 5, and 55, 55, 60, and now 60, 60, and now 60,000 a bit, and 65, and 65, 65,000 a bit, and now 65, 5, degree, 65,000 a bit, and now 65, 5, degree, and 65,000 a bit, on the floor, and 65, 5, degree, and 65,000 a bit, and asking 70, and now 65, 5, degree, and 65,000 a bit, 65,000 a bit, and now 70, and now 70, 70 here, 70,000 a bit, and now 70 here, 75, and 75, and now 75,000 a bit, asking 80,000 to go, and now 80, 80 about 80, 80 about 80, and now 80,000 a bit, and now 80,000 here, 80 and 80, and then 8 on 5, and now now 85.5 here, then but 85,000 a bid, asking 90,000 go, and now 85.5 here, then but 85,000 a bid, and now 85 asking 90, and now 85.5 85,000 a bid, 85,000 a bid, asking 90,000 go, and now 85.5. Het jy gesien hoe mooi gaan sy rug in daar agter sy skouers en skof uitstekend, and 85.5 here, then but 85,000 a bid, look at the beefy carries, and 85.5 here, then but 85,000 a bid, 85,000 a bid, boy is he fancy, and 85.5 then but 85,000 a bid, and now 85.5 asking 90,000 go, and now 85.5 then but 85,000 a bid, 85,000 a bid, asking 90,000 once. And 85,000 twice, and all out and all done for 85,000. For 85,000 ons is 'n bietjie reg so. Baie dankie Karel het nou net vir my gesê dis 100%. Baie dankie. Kom ons gee 'n lekker aan 'n klap daar. So dankie Meerka, dankie my kopers daar so my onderbees. By number 538. Thank you. By number 580. 538, 85,000 is sold. Congratulations, well done. Right on to the next lot, ladies and gentlemen. Now we offer you lot number 30. Variants, namens, serve, bread, Brahmins. Ladies and gentlemen, have a look here. And here's her video. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we offer you lot number 30. Have a look here. Namen, serve, bread, Brahms, dames, ladies and gentlemen. Side, serve, bread, Mr. Victorious. Going back to JDH, Gene Manzo, dames, ladies and gentlemen. And the likes of Woodson Manzo. And Sir 0156. Going back to JDH, Karoo 800. The likes of BPM Genetics there too, dames, ladies and gentlemen, on the damn side. Have a look here. Safe with Lears. Plus 16, plus 28, plus 33, and plus 4. 6 months pregnant, fun, Sir 22,175. A seun from the well-known JDH Wellington Menzo, dames, ladies and gentlemen. 'n Direkte seun. Weer eens sal help met die koper onderhandelbaar met die vervoer, dames, ladies and gentlemen, van 'n bitter mooi dragtige vers. Ladies and gentlemen, she sells 6 months pregnant to a son, a direct son of JDH Wellington Menzo, 527. On sale, here, then 28,000 here, 2028 here, in 28, 30, 30, and now 32 after, and now 32, 32, it's behind you, sir, and now 32, 32,000 here, 32, and 5, and 35, and 35, and 38,000 here, and now 38, here, in 38,000 here, and 38, asking 40,000 to go, and now 38, in 35. Yellow Oak 35, all right. Now we've got 38. That's fine. Julle kan my stop enige tyd. Nou sit 38 by Meerkat. Now we're asking 40. 38 is online. It's against you, sir. You got to be 40. And for 38, and 38, and 40. I've got 38 with someone else. You got to be 40. If you don't want to be 40, sir, that's fine. At 38, and 38,000 a bid, and 38, and 38,000 a bid, and on 38 here, in 38,000 a bid online, and on 38 here, in 38,000 a bid, and 38, and 38, and 38,000 a bid, asking 40,000 to go, and on 38 here, in 30,000 a bid, and 40, and on 40,000 a bid, if you're up here, in 40, 40, hit about 40, 40, and on 40, and 40, and 40, 40, hit about 40, 40,000 a bid, and on 40,000 here, in 40, and 40, and 40, 40, hit about 40, 40, and now 40 pounds to the bid, and 40,000 asking 45, and now 45, and 45, 5 here, number 44,000 to the bid, and now 45, 5 degree 5, but 44,000 to the bid, and 45, and 50, and now 50, 50 to 50, but 50,000 to the bid, and now 50, 50, 50 to 50, but 50,000 to the bid, and now 50 degree 50, 50 to 50, but 50, 50 to 50, but 50, and 50, and 50, and 50 to 50, but 50 asking 5, and now 50, 50 to 50, but 50, and now 50,000 to the bid, and 50,000 to the bid. Mr. Douglas, you're missing out, sir. You got to be 55, otherwise you can lose out on the top heifer. And now 50, 50 to 50, but 50, and 50, and 50,000 to the bid, and now 5,000 here, but 50, 50 to 50, but 50, and then 50, and 50, and 50 degree, but 50, 50 to 50, but 50. There you can see in the video the width, the top line, the femininity, and 50, 50, 50 to 50, but 50, and 50, and 50, and 50 to 50 once, and 50,000 twice, and 55. And now asking 60 on the floor 55. Mr. Molefi, you're out, sir. 55 asking 60. 55 here, but 55, 5 degree, but 55,000 to the bid, and 55, and 55, 5 here, but 55, and now 55,000 to the bid. It's a fair chance for everyone to buy, and now 55 asking 60, and now 55, 5 here, but 55, 5 degree, but 55 asking 60,000 to go, and now 55, 5 here, but 55, and now 55 degree, but 55,000 to the bid, 55,000 to the bid once, and 55,000 to the bid twice, and all out and all done for 55,000, all out and all done. 60. Just. Now asking 5. And secured by the 16, but secured by the 16, but 16, 16, 16, secured by the 16, but 60, and now 60,000 to the bid, and now 60 secured by the 16, but 60, and now 60,000 to the bid. Dink nou net hoe lekker van die lag as jy weer bie. And now secured by the 16, but secured by the 16, but 16, 16, 60,000 to the bid, asking 5, and now 60,000 here, but 60 degree, 60 degree, 60 by the 16, but secured by the 60,000 once, twice, all out, and all done. Sold for 60,000. Thank you very much. Buy number. Sekreg is 100% so. Dankie. 60,000 buy number 525. Dankie Kar. Thank you to my buyer. We do appreciate it online, Mr. Molefi. We do appreciate it. Congratulations. Outstanding buy. Congratulations. Kom ons gee lekker aan die klap. Right, ladies and gentlemen, on to the next lot. Lot number 31 comes in. Have a look here. Look at a video. An outstanding heifer. Hier is sy. Namens meneer Brahman Nationals. Wow. Right, ladies and gentlemen, there you have lot number 31. We offer you Pascal Miss 2473. A bitter boy vers. Daar kan jy self sien daar so, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen. Brahman sê gaan help met 150 km transport van die plaas af. Nigel se omgewing na sentrale punt toe, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen. CSI, JDH, Clanton de Menzo, and the likes of Woodson de Menzo. En Gerdia Esto 5753, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen. Cijfers wat lees, plus 22, plus 35, plus 44, and plus 4 on milk. Ladies and gentlemen, you saw a video, there she walks, kyk die toplijn, kyk die vrouwelijkheid. Ek moet sê, toen Brahman nie aangekom het, toe het hy vir ons gesê, hy is baie hartseer eintlik om die vers te verkoop. Sy is bitter mooi. Ladies and gentlemen, don't make any mistakes. Excuse me. 28,000 to go. At 28 here in bit 28,000 to bid. Austin 30,000 to go. At 28 and bit 30 hit about 30. Bit 30,000 to bid. And on 30 hit about 30. Bit 30 and 30 and 32 to bit 32,000 to bid. And on 35 and 35 and on bit 35,000 to bid. And on 35 is like on. And on 35 in the middle. And on 35 and bit 35 by Stefan. And on 35 here in bit 35,000 to bid. And 35 and 38 and 38,000 to bid. And 40 and 40 hit about 40. Bit 40,000 to bid. And on 40,000 here in bit 40. And asking 5. And on 40, hit a bit of 40, bit of 40 and 40. I repeat, JDH Woodson Demenzo. Cardier Esto, 753. Clanton Demenzo. Ladies and gentlemen, don't miss out. 40,000, asking 45. And 40, hit a bit of 40, bit of 40 and 40 and 40, hit a bit of 40, bit of 40. And now 40,000 a bit. If you're not ladies and bit of 40, hit a bit of 40, bit of 40 and 40 and 40, hit a bit of 40, bit of 40,000 a bit. And now 40,000 bit of 40, hit a bit of 40, bit of 40. I took my bid there. Alright, it's okay. No. And 40, hit a bit of 40, bit of 40 and 40 and 40, hit a bit of 40, bit of 40 and 40 and 40 and 40, hit a bit of 40, bit of 40, 40,000, all out, all done. Bit of 40,000. Lot number 32, ladies and gentlemen, comes into the ring. Daar so dames en ladies and gentlemen, have a look here. There is a video of her. Go kyk na daar. Namens Wimdo, Maria, dames en ladies and gentlemen, Dolan, Brahmans, have a look here. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, lot number 32, namens Wimdo, Maria, dames en ladies and gentlemen, side going back to Telma 249. And 1571 and the likes of Boss 613 as julle pedigrees kry. En dan so as jy mooi gekyk het, Powerhouse BEH 869, dames en ladies and gentlemen. The likes of JDH Dominon Manzo as well. Plus 5 at milk, she sells, dames en ladies and gentlemen, 7 months pregnant. Dragtig, syfer lees, plus 26, plus 39 en plus 49. Dit het vir my gesê volgende moet die vervoer daar, so hy sal met die koper praat en hy sal so best as wat hy kan help na die tyd en onderhandel. Ladies and gentlemen, here is an outstanding heifer. She sells 7 months pregnant. Don't make any mistakes. Here we go. And bit of lady with a bit of you. And bit of 28,000 a bit. At 28 here in bit of 28. And now 28,000 a bit. At 28 in bit of 28,000 a bit. On 30,000 to go. And now 28 here in bit of 28. 30 hit about 30. Bit of 2. And now 32,000 a bit. And 32 in bit of 32,000 a bit. And now 2 in at 32. On 35. And now 32 going to be about 32,000 a bit. And now 35. And 35 part of bit of 35,000 a bit. And now 35 5 in bit of 35,000 a bit. Asking 38 and on 35 and better 35,000 a bit and on 35 5 here in better 35 and better 35,000 a bit 35,000 a bit and on 35 5 Raymond, you're missing out, so you're going to be 38, else you're not going to get yourself a good heifer. And on 35 and better 38 and 38,000 a bit and on 38 here in better 38 and on 38,000 a bit asking 40,000 to go at stud book proper Brahman heifer. Pregnant. Wow. And what do you mean 38? 38,000 a bit. And I'll come here in 38,000 a bit. And I'll come here in 38. And I'll 38,000 a bit. And 38 here in 38,000 a bit. 38,000 a bit. And I'll 38 here in 38,000 a bit. 38,000 a bit once. And 38,000 a bit twice. All out. All done. Get yourself for a 38,000. Asking 40,000 anyway. Vir 38,000, ek sal eers baie mooi moet hoor, ons wou graag 45 gehad het. Sit net daar so. If you can give us 45, we can do the business, sir. Tik net daar soos dit reg is. $40. Sit dit daar op 40. Hy sê hy sal dit doen op 40 vir jou. As jy 40 vir ons druk daar, dan kan ons die vers in jou verkoop. Deval, baie dankie, Deval, ons waardeer. Thank you very much, sir, we do appreciate it. Kom ons gee lekker aan die klap, 40,000, baie dankie oom, ons waardeer jou ondersteuning en jou kopery. By number 554, as ek reg is. Ja, 554 is die kopernommer. Right, ladies and gentlemen, on to the next lot, have a look here. We sell you lot number 33, have a look here. Side inside, variants. Hey dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen, we have lot number 33. Het julle gesien hoe mooi beweeg daai koei, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen, ek moet vir jou so uitstekend. Mooi vroulik met 'n bitter, sy verkoop met 'n bitter mooi verskalfie, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen, side going back to the well-known Telma, 249, and the likes of 1571. The likes of Boss 613, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen, and Boss 439, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen. And BPM 307 as julle geniet te kyk. Onthou weer eens het gesê, hy gaan help met die koper, met die vervoer en onderhandel na die tyd, dames en heren. Onthou ook vir my gesê, terwyl julle wag, voordat julle ons nou die vervoer van die koei doen, sal hy die koei met haar kalf daar insit by die bil van sy keuse, die koper, laat die bil vir haar dek. Ladies and gentlemen, have a look here. Outstanding. Don't make any mistakes. And 30,000 a bit. At that place, 30, 30, 30, 30, and 30, and 30, 30, 30, 30, and now 35, and 32, and 32, going to be needed about 32,000 a bit. Asking 5, and now 32, going to be needed about 32, and now 35, and about 35,000 a bit, and 35, and about 38, and about 30,000 a bit, and now walking down a place in here, about 38, here, about 38,000 a bit. Asking 40, and now 40, 40, and about 40, and about 40,000 a bit, and now 4 place in here, about 40, about 5, and now 45, 5 here, about 45,000 a bit, and now 45, 5, about 45, and now 45,000 a bit, asking 50,000 go, and now 45, 5, degree in, but 45,000 a bit, 45,000 a bit, safe equipment, a better mooi verskalf, and now 45, 5 here, in, but 45,000 a bit, 50, and now 50, 50, but 50, but 50,000 a bit, and now 5 place in here, in, but 50, and 50, and 50, but 50, but 50, and now 50,000 a bit, 50 degree, 50 degree, 50, 50, but 50, but 50,000 a bit, asking 5, and now 50 degree, 50 degree, 50, 50, but 50, asking 5, sir, and now 50, 50, but 50, once, and 50, 50, but 50, but 50,000 twice, and all out, and all done, vir 50,000 vir die eerste, tweede, daarmaal, all out, and all done. Sold for 50,000, thank you very much, buy number 513, dankie Meerkat, dankie BK, by jou manne, ons waardeer. Thank you to my buyers and my underbidders. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on to the next lot. We offer you lot number 35. Have a look here. Namens Jaco van der Skyf. Voordat ons begin met lot 35, wil net sê die vorige koper Discovery staat baie dankie op lot 33. Ladies and gentlemen, we offer you lot number 35. We sell you Exodia's Queen. She's definitely a queen. Daar kon jy self sien op die video. Side side going back to the likes of Boss 50 and Sugarata 09 and V8 702 down here, ladies and gentlemen. And Telma CK 249. Jaco sê hy gaan help met 200 km vervoer van die plaas af, Nelstroomse omgewing na die mees sentraalste punt. Sy verkoop met 'n verskalf, dames and gentlemen, don't make any mistakes. Here we go, she's on sale, you tell me. And we're going to 30,000 weer, dat daarop deze naam, 30,000 weer. En sy het weer by die bil geloop, en aan 30, but we sell her and offer her as a cow with a calf, at 32,000 weer. En aan 32, en aan 32,000 weer, dat we daarop deze naam, 32,000 weer, by Derek. And on 32, gonna be 32,000 weer, at 32 deze. And on 32, and 32,000 weer, in 35, and on 32, gonna be 32,000 weer. And 32 deze hier, 32, in 35, and on 32, en wat mag ons nou? And on 32, 32,000 weer, and 32, and 32,000 weer. And on 32 deze, and 32, 32,000, in 35, and on 32,000 weer, at 35, and 35 ducky. And on 35, I'm 34,000 weer op die vloer. And on 35, I'm 34,000 weer. And on 35, I need a fine, gonna be fine, 34,000 weer, in 38. And on 35, I'm 34,000 weer, asking 38. By number 518, you're out, sir. And on 38, he's terug. And now asking 40. And on 38, hier, 38,000 weer, online, by Bierkaart. And 38, hier, 38,000 weer. Wat sê die man hier op die vloer? And on 38, hier, 38,000 weer. En nou 38,000 hier, 38 and 38,000 weer once. And 38,000 weer twice, all out, all done vir die eerste, tweede, derde maal, all out and done. Vir 38,000, vir 38,000. Not sold, say. We're a bit short there. Baie dankie julle vir julle help daar so. As julle belangstel, 75 sal al verkoop. Marianne, as julle miskien daar sit, miskien sal hy be daar so. Ek tel tot 3, dan gaan ons aangaan by die volgende lot. As jy maar soek, die eienaar soek 75,000 vir haar. 1, 2, 3. Right, praat met ons na die tyd. She's not sold, ladies and gentlemen. Right, ladies and gentlemen, on to the next one. We offer you lot number 36. Have a look here, ladies and gentlemen. Namens Jaco weer. Have a look here, ladies and gentlemen. The sire of lot 36 was lot number 12, ladies and gentlemen. Here's a video of her. Have a look. Immaculate, immaculate female animal. Right, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it, lot number 36. Now, ladies and gentlemen, side VDS 1754. He was lot 12 in the beginning of the sale, ladies and gentlemen. Line bread boss 50. Line bread, ladies and gentlemen, boss 50. Plus 18, plus 29, plus 35 of ciphers. She sells 4 months pregnant, ladies and gentlemen. The likes of Wood Manzo, and Madison the Manzo in the pedigree as well, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen. 200 kilometers van die plaas af, Nylstroom se wêreld, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen, na sentrale punt toe. Don't miss out, she sells 4 months pregnant, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen, you tell me. And bidi 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 and bidi 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 and bidi 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 28,000 a bit, Austin 30, and now 28, bidi bidi 28,000 a bit, and now 28, bidi bidi 28,000 a bit, 28, bidi bidi 28,000 a bit, and now 28,000 bidi 28 and 28 and bidi 28,000 a bit, and now 28, Austin 30,000 to go, and now 28, bidi 28 and bidi 28,000 a bit, and now 28, bidi 28,000 a bit, Austin 30,000 to go, and now 28, bidi 28,000 a bit, bidi 28,000 a bit, and now 28,000, asking 30,000 to go, and now 28 hier in bidi 28,000 a bit, 28,000 a bit, enige belangstelling op lot 36. Right, dan sit ons aan net een kant van nou, not sold, ladies and gentlemen. On to the next lot, lot number 37, namens Morney Verster, dames hier, ladies and gentlemen. En hier's 'n video van hom, have a look here. We sell you top deck. There you go, dames here, ladies and gentlemen, have a look here. Side, we sell you top deck, side, going back to V8 279. And Elmo Manzo, dames here, ladies and gentlemen, and Pold Maestro. On the ram side, coming out of Kroonveer Genetics, ladies and gentlemen, what a combination, the likes of Remington. Plus 18, plus 30 and plus 38, dames en ladies and gentlemen, groeisyfers, unbelievable. Morney sê hy gaan help met 200 km vanaf die plaas, 2 spruit in die Vrystaat. Na centrale punt toe vir die koper, dames en ladies and gentlemen, we offer you top deck, clean, polled, genetics, polled bull, dames en ladies and gentlemen. Look at the capacity, polled, masculine, don't make any mistakes. He's on offer for your consideration. And 40, look at the growth of this bull. And now 40, and 40 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 and now 40,000 here, 40,000 here, 40 and 40 and 40 40 and 40 and then 40,000 here, 40 asking 5 and now 40 and 40,000 a bit, and now 40,000 and 40 and 40 and 40 and 40 and 40,000 a bit, and now 40,000 and 40 is after, and now 40 and 40,000 a bit, and now 40,000 here, 40 and 40 and 40 and 40,000 a bit, and now 40 and 40 asking 5, and now 40,000 here, 40 and 40. Ek dink kom ons sit hom net een kant van nou, not sold, ladies and gentlemen, not sold. Nou net ingekom. We have a bid of 45,000. The absolute minimum on the bull is 80,000, otherwise he stays on the farm. So Meerkat, if you please put 75 there and 674. I'm going to close the bid first with a hammer that we know is closed, and then buy 674. The absolute minimum is 80,000. If you click on the bid now at 80,000, you can get yourself a bull that's polled with lots of capacity. 80,000 could take him home. 1, 2, 3, Right, we'll put him as not sold for now. Please contact us afterwards if you're still interested in the bull. Absolute minimum 80,000. Right, ladies and gentlemen, on to the next lot. Have a look here. Lot number 38. We offer you again another polled heifer van Mornay. Versterre, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen, Le Roc, Brahman. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, immaculate pole there for there, I must say, feminine. Dit hierdie back gesien op baie vers. Breë back op haar side, going back to Canadian Emperor, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen. With a combination of Osler genetics and the Sugarlands 225 genetics, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen. Cheese plus 3 on milk, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen. 7 maande dragtig van RQC 223. Haar maas in te kalfbrode. 254 days, dames and ladies and gentlemen, immaculate, unbelievable. Have a look here, you tell me. And dames and gentlemen, and 28,000 a bit, Austin 30, and now 28 here, 28,000 a bit, and now 28 here, 28,000 a bit, 28 is a Darach Tabin Bushman, and now 28 here, 28,000 a bit, 28 and 28,000 a bit, and now 28 here, 28,000 a bit, and now asking 30,000 to go, and now 28 here, 28,000 a bit, and now 28 here, 28,000 a bit, 28,000 a bit, asking 30,000 to go, and now 28 here, 28,000. She's a polled heifer, pregnant as well, 30,000, and now 30 hit about 30, 30,000 a bit, uppie vloer by Gert, and now 30 hit about 30, what about 30 and 30,000 a bit, and now that updation here, 30 hit about 30, 30,000 a bit, and now that updation and 30,000 a bit, and now that here, 30 hit about 30, what about 30 and 30,000 once, and 30,000 twice, and all out and all done vir 30,000 vir die eerste tweede daarmaal all out and done. Vir 'n 30,000 by Gert. Ons is 'n bietjie kort Gert. Absoluut minimum is 50 op haar. As jy miskien vir my 45 maak, kan ek mooi met hom praat. Alright, kom ons sit dan net een kant. Gert, kom praat met ons na die tyd. Jy was ons laaste beer, ek gee jou eerste opsie daar, hoor. Dankie vir jou help, ek waardeer. Dankie Gert. Right on to the next lot, ladies and gentlemen, have a look here. Lot number 43, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen, we offer you a bull van Nico van Heerden, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen. En hier is sy video. Dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen, we offer you lot number 43, namens Nico van Heerden, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen. Line bred Sir Liberty Manzo, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen, with the combination of Winchester Genetics and BPM 471. Die Balsam Ma, VH 15-2, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen, interkalfbrode, 348 days. Aflevering tot in Warmbad, Bella, die bult geloop op haar water, rooi water en galsiekte veld, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen. Don't make any mistakes. We offer you lot number 43, Lion Bread, Liberty Manzo, Winchester, BPM 471, Genetics, you tell me. And 40, and 40, 40, 40, 5, and 45, 45, and now 45,000 red, and 45, 45,000 red, and 45, and now 45, 5, 5, asking 50,000 to go, and then 45, 50,000 red, and 5, and now 55, 55, and now 55,000 red, and 55, degree green, 55,000 bid, asking 60, and now 55, 5, 55,000 bid, and then 55, 5, 55,000 bid, asking 60. He's definitely worth it, you know it's that. And now 55, 5, 55,000 bid, and now 55, degree fine, 55,000 bid, asking 60, and now 55, 5, 55, 55,000 bid, and 55,000 bid, Martin, je gaan uitverloor, and now 55, asking 60, and now 55, 5, degree 55, and now 55,000 bid, and 55,000 bid, asking 60,000 to go, and now 60 is terug, and now 60, secured by 60, 60,000 bid, asking 5, and now 60,000 hierdie, 60, 16, secured by 60, 60, and 60,000 bid. And 60,000 asking 5, and now 60,000 here in 65, and 65, and now 60,000 bid, asking 5, and now 60,000 by the Meerkatte, and now 60,000 bid, and security by 60, 60 here by 60, Douglas, you're gonna lose out, you're gonna be 65, so an immaculate ball, and 60 here by 60, security by 60, 60, and 60, look at the capacity in that ball, look at the masculinity, look, kyk na sy back, and 60,000 bid, and kyk die vlees wat hy dra, and 60 here by 60, security by 60, 60, and 60,000 bid, asking 5, and now secured by 60, secured by 60 once, and 60,000 twice, all out, all done, get yourself out of 60,000 vir die derde keer, all out, and done. Vir 60,000, as ek mag, ons is 'n bietjie kort daar. Absoluut minimum op die bil is 80,000. As jy belangstel in die bil teen 80,000, anders dan gaan hy nie verkoop nie, klik asseblief op Meerkat nou. Douglas, jy was my laaste beer. At 80,000, we can do the business, sir. I'm going to count to 3. If you haven't clicked on the 80,000, we'll put it one side for now. 1, 2, 3. Let's put it one side for now, not sold. But thank you for your help. I do appreciate it. My bidders and underbidders today, we do appreciate it. Sorry about that, but 80,000 will take him home. Right, ladies and gentlemen, on to the next lot number 44. Have a look here. Namens Kiram, Brahmans, Marius de Beer, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen. En ek dink daar's 'n video van hom. Ladies and gentlemen, we offer you lot number 44, Namens Marius de Beer. Ladies and gentlemen, have a look here. Side, Will, 1563, going back to R10, Solio 1. And the likes of Sir Lawford Manzo, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen, Remington Manzo and JDH Charlie, 590. Aflevering en Bella, Warmbad, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen. Sy verkoop 5 maande dragtig, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen, van ET2161. Dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen, don't make any mistakes. Here she is. Bitter mooi, deep, wedgie, bitter mooi. On sale today, dames and gentlemen, 30,000 online, and 30, 30, hit about 30, and 30, and 30, and 32, and about 32, and about 34,000 bid, and now 35, and about 34,000 bid, and 38, and 38,000, now 40, 40, hit about 40, and 2, and now 45, and 45, and about 45, and 45, 45, het ek eerst op die vloer gevat, and 45, hit about 45, 45,000 bid, asking 50,000, and now 45, hit about 45, and now 45,000 bid, and 45, about 45,000 bid, kyk hoe mooi sy vers, and 45, here but 50, and now 50, but 50, but 50,000 bid, asking 5, and now 50,000 bid, and now 50, but 50, but 50, and 50, and 50, one more, and now 50, but 50, but 50,000 bid, and 50,000, and 50, but 50, but 50,000 bid, asking 5, sir, and now 50,000 here, but 50, 50 degree, 50 degree, 50, 50, but 50, but 50, and 50, and 50, and 50, but 50, but 50,000 once, twice, all out, all done, get yourself at 50,000, I cannot believe it. Kyk my vers, my video's, hy's ongelooflik. 55, hy's terug. Now asking 60. 5531. Asking 60, sir. Douglas, what do we do? It's against you. Asking 60. 55 on the floor. Asking 60. And 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55,000 a bit. And now 55, 55, 55, 55, and now 55, 50,000 a bit. And 55, asking 60. And 55, 50,000 once. And 55,000 twice. And all out and all done for 55,000. Ons is bietjie kort daar so manne. Absolute minimum is 70,000. She's not sold, say bly net al die plaas, a bitter mooi vers. That's a pity, ladies and gentlemen. She's unbelievably good. On to the next lot, ladies and gentlemen. We offer you lot number 45. Namens Marius de Beer weer eens, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen. Kerom Brahman. Side. Daar is 'n video van hom, as ek reg is. Namens Kerom Brahman, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen, we offer you Kerom Ker 2212, ladies and gentlemen. Side, JDH, Sir Braxton Manzo, and the likes of TCR 9723 Bafan, which goes back to Intrepid 170. On the ram side, going back to JDH Charlie 590, dames, here, ladies and gentlemen. Have a look here, don't make any mistakes. Plus 16, plus 29, plus 33, dames, here, ladies and gentlemen. I offer you a bull with lots of potential, a young bull, but by potential it. Have a look here on sale today, 40, 40,000 bid, and 40, 40, 40, and then 40, and 40, and 40, 40, 40,000 bid, and 40,000 here, 40, 40, 40, and 40, and 40, and 40, and 40, 40,000 bid, asking 5, and now 40,000 here, 40, and then 40, and 40, and 40, 40, and 40, and 40, and 40, 40,000 bid, asking 5, and now 40, and 40, and 40, 40,000 bid, and 40,000 bid, and 40,000 bid. Sal iemand vir my 40 aanbied? Kom ons try dit. 40,000, asking 40,000 for the bull. 40,000 for the bull. 40,000, asking 40. If you give me a bit of 40,000, we can maybe do business. 40, 40, hit up at 40, asking 40. 40,000, asking 40. 40,000, asking 40. Kom ons sit hom net een kant van nou. Not sold. Right on to the next one, ladies and gentlemen. As ek reg is, daar's net 2 lotte oor, dames en here, ladies and gentlemen. We're on to lot number 46. Namens Jaco van der Skuyf, ladies and gentlemen. En as ek reg is al video van haar. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it, lot number 46. Have a look there, we're selling you a cow. Side VDS 1754, but lot 12 was op die veiling. And the likes of Boss 11291, dames here, ladies and gentlemen, which goes back to Boss 50. And DID 303, Sugarata 09, Mark, Boss 613, ladies and gentlemen, with a combination of Osler genetics. She sells 6 months pregnant, dames here, ladies and gentlemen, from VDS 21151 Imperator Marzo. Jaco het vir my gesê 200 km van die plaas af sal hy help met vervoer tot en Nylstroomse omgewing tot 'n sentrale punt, dames here, ladies and gentlemen. There she sells, look at her, feminine, good cow, ladies and gentlemen, you tell me. And quickie, and 28,000 and 28,000 she sells 6 months and pregnant, and 30 hit about 30,000 and out of the here 30 hit about 30 and 30 hit about 30,000 and out of the here 30 by Derek, and on 30 hit about 30 asking 2, and on 30 hit about 30 here 30,000 and now that'll place in here 30 here 30,000 and now 32 and now 32 32,000 and now 32,000 by Raymond, and now 32 then 35 by Derek, and now 35,000 and now 35 35,000 Fender, and now by Derek Fender, and now 35,000 Raymond, we asking for 38 and on 35 here 35,000 and 35 and 35,000 asking 38,000 to go, and on 38 38,000 by Raymond, and on 38 here 38,000 Derek, you gotta be 40 sir, and on 38 here 38,000 and 40,000 to go, and on 40 hit up 40 40,000 and on Pierre Station here 40 hit up 40 and then 40 asking 5 and on 40 hit up 40 look at her in that video. Wow. And 40 hit up 40,000 kyk hy vroulikheid, and now 40 hit up 40 look at the capacity, and 40 hit up 40,000 asking 5 and now 40 hit up 40,000 by die eerste, tweede, derde maal, all out, all done for 40,000 if I may sir. We're just trying to find out what the absolute minimum is there, sir. Right, die volgende lot is sy nou ook. Ons sal terugkom na hom toe, terwyl jy hom op die foon kry. Kom ons gaan dan na 46 toe. Ons koper daar, ek wil nie seker om is 518. Kopernommer, hè? 80,000. We'll take her. I don't know if you want to, jy wil dit gou opsit. 80,000 sal hy vat. Ons gaan 75 op die meerkantstelsel sit. As jy belangstel daarso, asseblief druk op 80,000, dan kan jy haar koop. Ek gaan tel tot 3. 1, 2, 3. Right on to the next lot. She's not sold, ladies and gentlemen. We offer you lot number 47, ladies and gentlemen. Have a look here now. Jaco van der Skyf, ladies and gentlemen. Have a look here. We offer you Sugar X. En as ek reg is daar video van hom. at lot 47, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen. There you can have a look. Hy is seun van lot 12 wat op die veiling was vandag, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen. VDS 1758 on the side, going back to DID 303, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen, the likes of Boss 50 in the pedigree. On the ram side, going back to HBS 112 through that Bull Boss 0600, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen, and the TCR Genetics, where you find Presley and Intrepid 170. Dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen, hoe foute maak hier, sê wat lees, plus 22, plus 34, plus 42, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen, and right there on the average of the breed of plus 2 on milk, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen. Did you see how long he is in sy rug, hoe sterk is hy daar? Dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen, you tell me, and 40 pounds to the bed, and 40 hit about the body, 40 pounds to the bed, and then 40 hit about the body, 40 and 40 hit about the body, 40 and 40 pounds to the bed, if you're not decent, you're 40 hit about the body, 40 and 40 hit about the body, 40 and 40, ask him 5, and now 40 and 40 hit about the body, 40 pounds to the bed, and if you're not decent, you're 40 hit about the body, dark and you see the video, Pawn Sian, and 40 hit about the body, 40 and 40 digging, asking 40 pounds to the bed, and 40 hit about the body, 40 hit about the body, 40. Ek dink kom ons sit hulle net een kant van nou, not sold, ladies and gentlemen. Dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our National Brahman sale online today. Namens BKB, Meerkat, Oom Jan, baie dankie julle. Wil ons vir julle sê baie dankie aan almal. Ons waardeer dit. Dankie vir julle ondersteuning. En geniet die dag saam met ons. Asseblief, daar is van die diere wat nie verkoop is nie. Asseblief, kontak ons, vir myself of Oom Jan van BKB of een van die Meerkat girls. As jy nog belangstel in sekere diere, asseblief, praat met ons. Geniet die dag verder. Asseblief, onthou net, betaal julle rekenings, laat ons die vervoer kan reël met die sekere verkopers en die sekere kopers. Baie dankie en lekker dag verder. Goodbye.
By die worms, span net verloor, was altyd voor, my vlees is taai, maar mooi gebraai, elke roos het sy doorns, want die tequila proef soveel beter, met suurlemoen, wat kan 'n man dan doen? Weer kort op hier, by oor 'n uur, die melk is suur, ja gryp 'n bier, so pakkie bil by sy horings, my wiel is pap, sal doen moet klap, badkamerij, gooi in die trein, jy weet die roos het mos doorns, want die tequila proef soveel beter, met suurlemoen, wat kan 'n man dan doen? Ek so jammer. My kop verneek, maar ek geweet, ou buks is koud, maar hy was oud, so pakkie bil by die horings, elke roos het sy doorns, want dit 'n keer